Hello, YouTube world, whatever you want to call the YouTube community. I am the bearded genius known as Gary. This is part number 2. I totally forgot about YouTube. When somebody tries to call you, it ends the broadcast or your pre-recording completely. So this is why this is part number 2. I'm going to remember next time to go to click the part where it says do not disturb. So that way no one doesn't bother the content. So let's get right into it, Sean. I'm excited to say this because, yeah, after that match with Sheeta and, what was her name again? Jay, we had somebody else join Tony Schiavone on commentary. I'm going to steal Noah's thing. Love you, Noah, but Coke Cabana. Wait. He does it way better than me. Yeah. Boom, boom, Coke Cabana. Then they were elaborating a little bit about the AEW TNT Championship Tournament. I know there was not a lot, but there was some mixed feelings with people around the social media world thinks this name is silly, which, again, we got to look at it this way. AEW is trying to be an alternative, and the TNT Championship name pretty much is a TV title at this point. And Sean, before I talk about the next match, what are your thoughts on the name and your thoughts overall on the tournament?
The tournament, it's already seeming extremely interesting. What you failed to mention at the start of the broadcast was actually at the start of the broadcast, they mentioned the tournament and the final 4 competitors on the right side of the bracket.
I was working on that.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Okay. Well, Gary will get into that, but as for the name, I'm not a huge fan of it. Just the TNT Championship. I'm okay if they call it a TV title. Just call it a TV title.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of, Sean, like I said, again, it's an alternative with AEW, and they want to make it different. Again, AEW TNT Championship. I don't know how I feel about it either, to be quite honest, because the name is a little interesting, but who cares about the name? To me, again, we get that title that everybody wanted, and that was a mid-card title, which is what they needed. So that's the bright side of this. Maybe eventually they'll change the name, but as of right now, it is what it is. We have in the matchup so far, we have Darby and Sammy. We have, who is Cody challenging? I don't remember. Oh, Sean Spears, right?
Yes, the chairman.
And we got Archer against Colt Cabana. And the other side we have, Sean, you might have to help me out here.
Kip Sabian and the Natural. That's it.
Thank you. So, the only one that I disagree so far with the first few that they introduced, I slightly disagree, just slightly, is Cody being in it. That's just the only thing I slightly disagree with. But again, Cody, he has a lot of things that he does, and those things that he does is really try to put over some young talent. Because Sean, maybe you'll disagree, maybe you'll agree, possibly you'll agree. We never thought the Young Bucks would be eliminated out of the first round from the tag team title tournament a few months ago. So.
Oh, absolutely not.
So, who knows? Okay, so after all that, got in the introduction of the championship and those matchups, we had the debut match of Lance Archer. But before we get to that match, we had another promo cut by Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake says, tick tock, says hell is about to break loose. Then he says Archer is about to destroy whoever AEW has to put in front of him. Then Jake basically says that AEW is playing games and they are the real deal. And he asks Cody to stop playing games. Then he understands that he might be smart enough to be afraid that or Cody's boss is telling him not to, which is referring to his wife, Brandy. So,
who wears the pants?
What's that?
Who wears the pants? According to Jake.
Yeah. Well done. Again, when Jake is on the mic, he wasn't really on the mic in this case. It was a pre-recording, and but I thought this was another really good, solid piece from Jake the Snake Roberts. Probably one of my favorites that he's done so far. But man, Jake really. This is what happens when you're unscripted. You really can wing it, and man, Sean, what were your thoughts on Jake?
That promo A+.
I agree, and that's what I meant to say was promo, not pre-recording. So yeah, then we added the matchup with Lance Archer and Marco Stunt, which everyone in the predictions league did not even guess Marco Stunt. But Lance Archer still was part of predictions, so everyone got a point last night for this victory. But anyway, Lance Archer, he attacked somebody at ringside as he made his entrance, which, again, he looks like a really badass with this, which I liked here. Then he hit Marco Stunt before the... Sorry, son, what were you saying?
Oh, no, I'm just laughing because Tony Schiavone or Colton Gobeyama thought it was Britt Baker that he hit.
Yeah, that was a botch. I'm going to assume it was a botch. Who knows? Yeah, Adam Cole would have been pissed. But anyway, we before Marco even could... before the bell even rang, Marco Stunt basically got attacked by Archer a little bit. Then once the match actually finally started, Archer tossed Stunt around like a toy. Stunt kicks Archer a little bit, trying to get some offense. Again, that was interesting, which, by the way, I took a screenshot. There was a tweet during Dynamite. I'm going to guess it was from Jake. It says, and I quote, sorry, Michael Cole, we do it better. Just stay down, Marco. Isn't messing around tonight. I'm assuming TNT's Twitter said that, maybe. But either way, I just figured I'd bring in that little tweet because I'm a nerd and Twitter is crazy. Paige is saying in the Dynamite chat, I would in a fight. So, interesting. I think people are attacking Paige again. So, anyway.
Oh, she sent that because I sent a picture that says, who uses a shoe? And it's Britt Baker with her shoe.
All right, Paige, we don't want to have lawsuits. We don't want you to go to jail. Yeah. So, yeah, you crazy bitch. So anyway, Lance Archer stood in the face of Stunt for most of the match, which was expected. There was a lot of crazy stuff in this match, which is one thing that I really loved. Because, again, I know not maybe everybody. I did not see, not a lot of negative comments from the AEW Facebook about Archer destroying Stunt, considering the height difference and the little boyish look that Marco has. But anyway, there was a moment where Stunt just tried everything he could. I don't know what else to say about this match, but there was one thing that I liked here towards the end of the match. Stunt tried to get him back in the ring, hits Archer with a dropkick, counters with a choke slam. Then Lance does this really crazy pounce that sends Marco out of the ring. Archer gets stunned back in the ring, does a one-handed choke slam, which looked like it would really kill somebody that small. Stops the pinfall, however, lifts up Stunt, and then he does the blackout, which is Archer's finisher. Picks up the victory, 1, 2, 3. At the end of the match, Archer leaves up the ramp, but then comes back down and gets Marco on the apron, and then the... What are they called, Sean? Billy Gunn and his son there? What are their names?
The Gun Club?
The Gun Club, thank you. And Orange Cassidy and Archer lifts Stunt, tosses him into those three guys, and that's something you would see like a stage dive. That was really fucking cool. Hopefully YouTube doesn't remove my video because I said the F-bomb. I gotta try to keep this mild, Sean. I forgot YouTube would remove your video if you use profanity. Anyway, so then oh wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself because there was a vignette after that. So anyway, Sean, what were your thoughts of the match overall? Was there downside to it? What was your letter grade? My letter grade, maybe I'm just getting so ecstatic with this episode. You said it right on the button, buddy. You said it was better than last week, and this one was a lot better than last week. I give this match, honestly, an A- because I like the destruction. I like there was highlights for Archer in this match because you're really showing like new viewers of Archer in the States that he is a guy to reckon with, and he's definitely the real deal, like a good signing. And the only flaws that I have with this match is Orange Cassidy got hurt. So,
well, wasn't this the match that Orange Cassidy had the blank sign?
Yes.
Orange Cassidy's holding up a sign. Yes, we finally get our first sign in AEW with no fans. Yes, what does it say?
Nothing.
Nope, it's about as white as Sheamus. But it was still funny. And then what was Chucky's sign?
Oh, jeez, I don't remember. I just honestly remember OC's.
Oh my god! Just because it was so classic, it's typical OC. I'm too lazy to draw on this piece of paper. Honestly, the Orange Cassidy is so over. I can't stand it, and I think because Orange Cassidy is with Best Friends is the reason they're getting as much TV time as they are because of Orange Cassidy.
I agree, 100%.
And this match, I mean, before I get into the match itself, Marco did a hell of a job getting his ass handed to him. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. The Murder Hawk was out to destroy and kill him. He pretty much did. He just... I will have to say the one negative thing I had about this, I do have one negative thing for this match. They shouldn't have had Marco Stunt in it for one reason. Not because of his height, not because, he's 4'8" and Hornswoggle's probably taller than him. It's actually the fact that I think Marco Stunt lost a family member earlier in the day.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
I think it was earlier yesterday or the day before, but Marco Stunt lost, I believe, his mom.
Wow.
That's what my only negative thing about is he's having an emotional time, and you're going to throw him out there. Not throw him out there, but have him do this.
Sorry, Sean, I don't mean to cut you off, but the only thing I can think of, honestly, is... Okay, when I'm emotionally upset, okay, good example is when my grandmother died last spring around this time. My gosh, I miss you, Graham. That I really had to get my mind off of something. And what did I do? I actually played UFC 3 and just punching. I don't remember who the hell I faced. I think it was Conor McGregor, but I know it was just a controller. It's not a controller, but I know it's just a video game. But I was just so upset. The only thing I can think of is what I'm getting at is I think Marco just wanted to get his mind off of something, and no one. I mean, I think you're the only person that ever really do that. To be honest, Sean, and I applaud you for that, sir, because that's just amazing. I never knew that, but kudos to Marco either way, Sean. I mean, that maybe he did want to do it. I mean, we don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I just Googled it. It was his grandmother who passed away, and that was Tuesday morning at 9:48 a.m.
Jeez.
It doesn't specify, Eastern time, Pacific time, whatever, but it just says 9:48 a.m. Marco's son admitted that he lost his grandmother.
Wow. That's crazy. Sean, you get a half a bonus point. No, I can't do that.
Hey, if I won by half a point, then
I'm just going to say this. Predictions are pretty good until one match last night, but I'm not going to go into detail with that because I'm not going to spoil the standings, which will be posted hopefully by tonight. I just got to go take that nebulizer again. Got told that I should take it every 3 hours. But after that, I plan on posting them. But thank you for that information, Sean. And what was your letter grade? I don't think you did a letter grade yet.
I didn't. I give this one a B-. The chokeslam toss reminded me of Bam Bam Bigelow throwing Spike Dudley into the crowd.
Well,
actually, I think Spike Dudley got further.
Probably. Well,
the toss was the best thing.
Yeah, Cole Cabana said it right on the button, dude, where he said something about a baseball or a basketball. I mean, literally, that's what it seemed like. I mean, again, I know Marco Stunt is so small. I think he weighs like 130, 140, and who cares? And again, yeah, he tossed him the way he did, but we could understand this. Marco is literally willing to put his body on the line just to entertain us, and to me, the person that really deserves the wrestler in that match for the best, I'm serious, Marco Stunt, because he really sacrificed his body, so.
Oh, absolutely. And the way that his leg looked after one certain camera angle, it looked like his ankle actually hit the guardrail, or the, what did Cody call it last week? The bike, it's whatever holds the bike rack, that's what it was. It looked like his foot hit the bike rack.
I did not even notice that. Then again, you are the botch catcher and you are the eyes, so yeah. So after that matchup, we saw a vignette of Brody Lee, the Exalted One from the Dark Order, in a conference room with a fuzzy TV behind him. Then with some men in masks at a table. Are you doing that on purpose, Sean?
No, that was just perfectly planned.
Wow, that's hilarious. We're not making a... Just so you know, everyone, we're not making a knock on the coronavirus with Sean sneezing. This is something that has been reported that Vince McMahon hates, is people that sneeze. If that is true, Vince McMahon is just ridiculous. Everyone sneezes, really. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic on that. We saw Brody say that we live in uncertain times, but he is there for us. Then he gets mad as one of the masked men smashes his glass. I don't remember what one of the masked men was doing. I think because Brody said something. And then Brody got pissed. He smashes a glass off a wall. He sits by another masked man that is, asked him why he yawned, which he says is a sign of weakness. So, and I know people are getting agitated perhaps because again this is a knock on Vince McMahon. To be quite honest, I'm loving this because the guys in WWE, certain ones like Brody Lee, was just probably at his boiling point. He wanted to escape. And now that he's knocking Vince McMahon, honestly, I find it highly entertaining. Vince needs to hear this from another promotion where he doesn't need to give those former wrestlers bullshit. Can't swear again because YouTube would remove this video. But anyway, Sean, before we go to the next match, what were your thoughts on this with Brody?
Oh my God, I agree. I'm absolutely loving it. Brody Lee is given the creativity to do what he wants, and so if he wants to knock McMahon all he wants during these segments and promos, be my guest. We love it. You want to yell at somebody because they sneeze? Kudos. You want to yell at somebody because they yawn? Perfect. You want to yell at somebody because they didn't have enthusiasm? Perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. Exactly what we want to do. Now say it right, Mr. Brody Lee.
And he's so good. Again, I know he wasn't on the mic, but he was so good on I'm just going to say it anyway, in this promo. I mean, man, I can't say it enough. This is when you get character freedom, and this is when you don't need a script. So, man, not much to say about it, but I'm loving this every step of the way. So anyway, what's that?
I will say Brody Lee is exactly